Welcome back to South Central. It's your boy DJ DC, and we coming at you live from Curious Collections Record Store right here in Bryan, Texas. And today we got something a little different. You know what I mean? This man wears many hats, and they ain't just Supreme hats or Palace hats. He got a lot going on. He a producer. He an artist. He a photographer. He a fashion connoisseur. The list really just goes on. You know what I mean? The fashion house president though. My man Kellz Laurent.
Oh, man. What a fucking introduction, man.
Pen and pen. Y'all ain't ready for that. Man, tell us how you feeling today, man, on this nice Saturday.
Man, it is a beautiful Saturday, but I'm just waking up, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling blessed, you know. Feeling real good about the day, man, and it's just barely starting, you know.
It's barely starting, but we getting going off on a good foot for sure. Mm-hmm. Shout out to James Brown. Mm-hmm. But let's get into it, man. Where you from, man? Tell us about where you from and what it was like growing up.
I'm from Alexandria, Louisiana, Central Park. Crazy about that, you know. We in South Central type shit.
That's real. That's a crazy coincidence for sure.
Yeah, Central Louisiana. You know, it's real good as far as like, you know, the culture of it. You know, we got Mardi Gras and stuff, of course, but it's more like, I guess like, I don't want to say festival kind of oriented, but like more so, just music, I guess. Of course, you know,
a lot of live instrumentation, I'm sure.
Yes, because, you know, jazz was birthed in Louisiana. And it's more like, I guess, like in our current time, you know, the bands is like, kind of like a good, like, I want to say like main ground there, you know, because they're so involved with so much, you know, with parades and the games, the football games, sports, basketball, you know, everything. So yeah, man.
Everything you said is truly facts. Where I'm from, my hometown is thousands of miles away in Saginaw, but one of the biggest bands from that region was the Saginaw High Band, and man, they used to play a lot of big timers, Manny Fresh, them horns, they won state titles playing tunes from Louisiana, going all the way back to the 90s. But so we know Kellz today. I know Kellz today, but what was early life like before the music where we are today? Before you came here, what's day-to-day life like in Louisiana? Where you
from? Just being, I guess, creative. Just being creative was always like I was quiet to myself, and you know, would just draw and, you know, play. I guess like my games and stuff like that. But like drawing and music before I left Louisiana was like my main love. I kind of had stopped doing art like my last year of elementary school to kind of focus in on music, because music was something I always wanted to participate in. Yeah. And like learn and
people don't understand too. Them two things, they come from. It's almost like they come from the same bank of energy. Mm-hmm. So you can't. I be trying to tell people I'm into the art too, but sometimes you gotta switch this off and switch this on.
Yeah, especially with a ground that I had never experienced before, and you know, when you're trying, you know, a new lane of anything, not even just creativity or, you know, creatively, more so, you know, just different facets of life. You know, you just want to, you know, kind of give it your all. You know, put in a full effort, you know, to see, you know, what you get out of it.
Most definitely.
You know, just kind of like setting a level or a standard and, you know, just kind of going from that point, a pivotal point, you know.
And that's crazy that you worded like that, and it rolls right into my next question. So, how did you? We all know that you wear many hats. How did you become so well rounded at them? Like, what did it take for you to get it polished to where you could find that healthy balance? You know what I mean? It's different for everybody. I'm still trying to find mine. So
right. Well, I mean, I've seen you know, a lot of people who I kind of gravitated to. They were able to wear like many hats, and
facts.
And a man that I learned from early on in life was my grandpa. He wore very many hats, you know. So it just kind of never. I was just, or even just taught in life to never like just kind of put myself in just one checkbox, or just just focus in or zoom in on just one thing and just focus on that for life. So you know, in life, you know, we're meant to kind of like work multiple lanes, you know, like when you're on a highway, you know, you're able to drive through multiple lanes, you know, to get to your destination. And
you gotta swing and swerve.
And even metaphorically, you know, that just makes so much sense, you know. But on another note, you know, when I decided to ever wanted to do music, and I always told myself if I ever want to do music, I always wanted to make my own production. Like it had to go hand in hand for me personally, because I don't feel like describing it in words would ever like just, you know, I would ever be able to like break it down to another producer to the point, or, you know, you kind of have to build that chemistry up with somebody, or find that person to, you know, have that kind of patience to like kind of build that up with somebody. So it's just like, why not do it myself, when, especially when I was very influenced, you know, by the bands that I would hear in Louisiana and stuff like that, because I stayed right around the corner from a high school, Peabody. Peabody Magna High School.
That's crazy. I stayed right around the corner from Saginaw High. That's crazy.
And I get to hear them practice early on in the morning. So like I would go, like my grandparents' house was on Water Street, Low Third, and Peabody Magna High School is right around the corner. And like, you know, you can hear those drums going crazy in the morning, just sounding very good, organized.
Like all crisp, and I remember hearing them in the morning, like when they'd be practicing. It's just like, it almost made me and my sister like we was in the military, because once you hear it, you just get to
and like, you know, I would be in my room like imitating those sounds. You know, I would have a pair of chopsticks and stuff like that, imitating those sounds, and that's me in, you know, elementary school during, you know, my art phase and stuff like that. So once I seen there was an opportunity for me to like learn music and stuff, you know, I just jumped in fully, ready to give up art, but not realizing, like, you know, later on in life that it was coming, like you said, the same bank.
It was gonna come back around. So this next question is finna switch gears a little bit. I'm gonna ask you about the story of Fashion House, which as we know started as the Black Club. But tell us a little bit about Fashion House.
So me and a few of my close friends of mine, we one of my homies, Cardiac Nicks, taught me how to, you know, make beats and stuff like that. And so our other homie Jared pretty much was like at first like was the guy that could spit, like he could spit like real good at first. And like I knew I could rap, but like it was just like the lane of rap that I wanted to do, like the kind of rap that I wanted to do. And so you know, we was pretty much a collective at first, and we just couldn't come up with a name. So I was like, I like Black Club type shit, you know what I'm saying? They all agree with it, but it just seemed kind of like very limiting. You know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of like
Yeah.
like word wise or like wording wise or company wise, like it just kind of seemed like, you know, ethically, like,
Right.
you know,
Putting yourself in a box.
yeah, you know, and I'm never about that, you know.
Same.
So Black Club, I told them, I was like, it's cool, but it's like almost like nothing is too edgy, but it's like, yeah, it's like right on the brink.
It's on the edge of confrontational.
Yeah, I don't want that.
We just trying to party, bro.
Yeah, we just trying to enjoy life, man. So Fashion House more so came after I want to say like just really just diving in on fashion, because clothes was always a part of my life and stuff like that. My mom and my pops is like real fashion connoisseurs. Like they love clothes.
Yeah.
And like some of the pieces or like brands that, you know, some people go crazy over, I got to see early on in life, and just like first-handedly, you know, on a personal perspective. And it was just my grandfather, man, like he always put that in my head. Your first impression is your most important impression.
Facts.
You know, so if you're coming in, you know, looking however or whatever, you know, that person is always going to remember that first image of you.
Yeah.
You know, it's
youngsters who listening, that first impression, you can't never get it back.
Yeah.
So you better make that first impression. It better be outstanding.
Yeah, so
for real.
So me deep diving on clothes and I've had a few friends and stuff like that wanted to make clothes and stuff like that too. And so I got to kind of get a little bit of background experience of working on clothes and stuff like that. So me working on music and me working on clothes, me, you know, going to school in Austin and stuff like that, going to art school in Austin, I kind of got to see both fields of creativity kind of go, not hand in hand, but they kind of pull from the same bank.
They from the same bank.
Because in clothes, they kind of like, for inspiration wise, you kind of go by reference points. And in music, like, it's kind of the same thing, but it's sampling, you know? So it's like, I've seen like, let's take a famous fashion designer like Raf Simons. You know, I've seen him put a painting over an entire dress, you know, and that's pretty much like sampling.
Yeah, it
you
really
know, that's
is.
pulling from a high level, you know, perspective of art or creativity, and, you know, putting it on, you know, some real nice garments, you know.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with sampling. Like, you know, you can chop up some Smokey Robinson or, you know, something high level, and put it over some real dirty, grimy drums, you know,
Yeah.
and make it something new and unique.
Something totally different.
Or, you know, some nice clean drums. How do you like your drums?
Yeah. I like how you broke that down. It's like the first time that fashion sampling caught my attention was with Iceberg, like cause I'm into the cartoons heavy, into art, what have you. But oh man, Iceberg had me gone. Then Platinum Fubu had me gone. But so producing your own music, pros and cons. First and foremost, let's get it out there. Perfectionist first, like
oh my God,
like
that's definitely a con, but you don't want your shit just sound any kind of way.
That's a fact.
Especially when you see, okay, I've seen many artists, after they dropped an album, they was like, man, I could have did that better, or I could have did that better. And I know, like, when I sit with the music for a little bit, I'll be like, man, I could have came with this swing a little better, or I could have hit this chopper. I mean, not this chopper, but the sample chop a little closer to here, rather than, or to kind of give it a little twist or whatever. So it's just more so like with the perfection part. It's just more so time consumption, I guess, and just living, just taking it in, like just really absorbing it and just taking time and just creating it and curating it.
Okay.
So the pros I would say is, of course, like getting your full vision out. You're not compromising. Like you're getting everything out. Vocally, instrumentally, and vibe-wise, just you're really filling out or figuring out, what's the vibe. And sometimes you may not know, but you can just kind of pull it out. Whatever notes you're hitting, it's different, on a day-to-day basis. Because today I could be feeling like, man, I just really want to hit on some high keys, some dark keys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all dark keys. Maybe tomorrow I just want to hit. Yeah, tomorrow I may just want to hit, 4 chord progressions on some white keys. It's different. It just really depends.
You hear that, kids? Mm-hmm. You produce your own music. I remember when I was a rapper once upon a time, like I would want a beat and I'd be like, I want this like this, and I want Man. If you can't do it,
especially with when we were kids and like figuring out who our favorite artist was and stuff like that, like the artist who was definitely coming up in my time, like what was that, early 2000s? Because I'm 92, I was born 92, so early 2000s, like, you got the Pharrells, you got the Ye's, you have the Alchemists, and mind you, Alchemist is a rapper at this time.
Mm-hmm. We were stuck on that first infantry tape.
I mean, you got Juicy J with 3 6 Mafia. Damn, who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Even Swiss, you know what I'm saying? Swiss was definitely, breaking his ground as an artist and a producer.
Facts.
Especially with the music he was, even placing on people's albums. He was really ushering out, DMX, as well as being a DJ / producer.
Yeah. And really can show up and hop on the tables. You know what I mean? That's why I respect him.
I mean, even Timbaland. You know what I'm saying? Timbaland.
Yeah.
I mean, he was producing for Justin Timberlake and
everybody really.
Yeah,
you had to have
Carrie Hilson, but I'm saying like at that era where he was an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was producing for Carrie Hilson.
Their run was crazy.
Yes, crazy.
That was during my early club days. You know what I mean? So.
Crazy.
Y'all may not know it now, but I'm telling you, Carrie Hilson joint, that used to be the banger. Mm-hmm. Like that joint she had with Lil Wayne. I forget the name of it. And he was like, I hope, man, there was people coming to the DJ booth like, play the song where he just say, I hope her piranha bite. For real. Like they didn't even know the name of the song. They just wanted to hear the song where Lil Wayne talk about piranha bite.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, and just really, really seeing those guys really usher it out. But I will say the guys that really put the buttons in my back is Tyler and Travis, because like in my age group, like I wasn't seeing nobody really doing that at the time.
Yeah.
This is like 2010s type shit, like 2009 2010s. So at this time, like as far as my age, like they were the guys like to really put that in those batteries in my back to be like, yo, you can do this shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just even like the style of music that I liked and stuff like that, or where I feel like I could like really spaz out on my shit type shit. Those guys definitely gave me that. I feel like that lane to really just run full force for what I was doing. So wait, this still the pros and cons, right?
Yep.
All right, so yeah, as far as the like pros, like I said, like really pulling out your full vibe, just really deep diving into your creativity style and stuff like that. Cons, man, it's the fact like, bro, like I wish I could put out so much fucking music, bro. I wish I could, man, but
it ain't that easy.
It's not that easy because you gotta live life.
That's why I went the DJ way, bro. Because I was like, man.
And see, some people don't understand that because some people be like, how do you get over writer's block or whatever? Life. You gotta live life. You gotta go experience life.
When you empty it all, I used to be trying to beat myself up. Once you empty it all out, you gotta go life experiences. Then you will be. I didn't know it. That's why I just said, you know what, man, I'm finna just DJ, cause I could make some money and still. That's how I was able to move around more. You know what I mean? Versus trying to be a rapper, I ended up popping around, and it's crazy, cause so for a DJ, it work in the same aspect, but instead of having songs wrote, I got mixes now. So like, it was a point where I'm a DJ and I'm like, dang, I don't got no material for my mixes. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what song to start with, what to go into, what genre to play. But the more I traveled and went different spots, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm like, dang, some bikers gave me music, teachers gave me music, kids, anybody you can imagine. Mm-hmm. And now I could mix it any which way, but
scientists.
Pretty down, and some of them understand. Okay, so
yeah, so that would be really my only con. It's just really like I wish I could, I guess like come up with a schedule and really push out more, but then like you don't want to burn yourself out, and nor do you want to constantly regurgitate.
Right.
Constantly put out the same type of shit. The only thing that should remain the same is the quality. Of course, you're gonna constantly, up the quality. But if we're talking
it should
about
be some kind of growth, like
if we're talking about a certain standard, it should be always done for high quality. Mm-hmm.
Like this person I'm finna mention, they mixing is great, they beats is great. But I just feel like this last album, they just literally dropped the same song. I seen the meme. They dropped the same songs for like the 500th time. NBA Youngboy, he got great melodies. He could rap. He good. I ain't taking nothing from him as an artist. I feel like he got the work ethic from Wayne in the early 2000s, how he can consistently drop. But I'm tired of hearing the same song like NBA Youngboy. You've made the same song. You sold it a billion times. That's great.
Okay, well,
But just make something else, bro.
Well, I got something to that point. Nobody said nothing when Future was doing it.
I did. Straight up, like, when Future had his hype, when he had his run, y'all wouldn't believe how entrenched in down south music my Michigan home is. And I'm going to think about it. I'm a DJ. Everybody playing his whole tapes. It's maybe 2 to 3 songs per tape I can take. And I was saying the same thing. Hey, bro, I can't listen to you for 15 songs say the same thing. Perk, party, girlfriend, sad, happy. Those is his tapes. in them words. I ain't lying. But every one, it got a couple songs I like. On this one, I like the sad song. On this one, I like the party song. On this one, I like the perk song. On this one, and I don't even do that. But you know what I mean? Every tape is the same.
And then we can, take it to Wayne now. Wayne is, as far as influences for me personally, he's like damn near like number one. If Hove isn't, number one, but Wayne is definitely like number 2 for me because like, you know, we come from the same state. He showed or gave me the batteries in my back, you know, to be like, yo, you from the boot, nigga, you can do this too. Wayne had that era too, where he was just like his core of his lyrics were legit the same shit, but he gave you a surprise element to like that switched it up as far as like his lyrical wordplay.
Man, he gonna switch his flow up. Wayne can say the same thing, but he can do it 4 different ways. That's what make him a great, like Wayne, that was really a great point because Wayne got so many songs about the same stuff, but his flow different, his cadence different, his approach different. Them other guys, they gonna say it the same way every time. They ain't gonna switch their flow. You know what I mean? So
I remember when Wayne got to a point to where like he can legit like give you damn near what Kendrick gives you, like give you that perspective. Like how can I put it? The perspective of like the subject. You know what I'm saying? Like where a person like it's like, let me put or rap about what I say all the time. Let me put that to the side and like give you the perspective of the subject matter that we're talking about on the song. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love the most. Like when he did Dr. Carter.
That was fly.
And he was talking about when people were saying hip hop is dead. And he was talking about reviving it.
That was fly.
It's amazing.
That
was amazing.
That whole tape, how that tape flowed.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Even the production of that song, because that don't sound like a Swiss beat.
Yeah. It sounded like you really was in a hospital. Really.
Like that beat does not sound like a Swiss beat.
It don't.
And that's a Swiss beat track.
Something completely different. Like I can't lie to you. Said that I never even knew who did it. I know he mentioned them like because at one point he mentioned all of the doctors. Dr. Swiss did it, but I didn't. Yeah, that was one of them ones.
Like Dr. Carter was legit. Like it's like let me show you how awful I can get. You know. So yeah, man.
For real. I recently went back and been bumping that tape, but okay. Even though you possess many skills, you still gotta have a team behind you. We all know that. Can you explain to us, in your opinion, the importance of having a good team?
Well, in life you have a team, family. You know, when you're acting out. You know, or you need, you know, some straightening out or somebody to talk to and stuff like that. You kind of see clear out, you know who to go talk to not get about. I mean, it's different for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying personally for myself, not to be biased to myself and like, so I can like really get a perfect understanding of what's going on in life.
Yeah.
And especially if it's something that I haven't experienced before, I'm definitely gonna go talk or be around somebody older to kind of like give me their side of perspective of like what they did when that experience came up for them.
Yeah.
And it isn't for me to take it like literal as far as like the advice, but it's like also it just kind of gives me like, okay, this is what that person did in that area. This is in the area of my brain, this is what I should be kind of doing, you know. So with music or like, you know, clothes or whatever, it's kind of the same thing, you know. It's just like, okay, if I create something, I just want to make sure it makes sense.
Facts.
So I just want to make sure it's understood in multiple ways as far as like, okay, does it make sense from like what I'm doing, you know, as a whole? Does it make sense for what I'm doing right now? Does it make sense for what I'm doing, you know, in a few months, you know, in the future, you know? So having a team is definitely important. because you don't want to just get boxed in to just always having that one perspective. You know,
Yeah.
because it's again like when in life you have multiple emotions. You know, so one day you're gonna be up, one day you're gonna be down. One day you just gonna have, just be stale faced. Like some days you don't know what to feel. And so sometimes, having a team, you can kind of juggle or bounce things off each other. You know, it's definitely good to have more than one head.
Facts. Man, your arms get to reach out more. You can cover more ground.
Mm-hmm. Because it's almost like if you are a boxer, right, and you're practicing on your technique or whatever in the boxing room, it's like when you're in the ring, like they throwing almost every kind of combination they can throw at you.
Yeah.
So when you're in a real fight, oh, I haven't seen this before. I know this is coming. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in a team, like if I come up with an equation, somebody else can come up with an equation that kind of equals out to that same answer, but they see it differently.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Facts.
So teams are important. Teamwork.
Right.
Teamwork.
Ain't no I in team, man.
Kobe said it's for me and that motherfucker.
Pen. Alright. Who do you hope to collab with in the future, whether it be in music, fashion, or art?
Ooh. That's a good question. All right. Music, I'm going to just say everybody. I'm not going to short myself.
Facts.
I'm going to just say everybody. But, people, like I said my influences and stuff. So I guess like a lot of those guys that kind of come into that umbrella. I just want to see what's the mystery.
Yeah.
But I guess as far as like dream collaborations, it probably would have to be like Tame and Polly.
That'd be crazy.
I'm not gonna be shallow and kind of level out as far as like dream collaborations, but they're all dream collaborations. This is a dream of mine, I guess like Tame, Toro, or Wamui, James Blake, man. I just really want to collaborate with like a lot of the like melody, I guess like driven artists. Cause like rapping wise, like I really don't feel like guys really fucking with me type shit.
For real.
So it's like as far as rap goes, like I don't really think I'm gonna just be collaborating with just rappers like that. But if I would love to, I definitely would love to. But it's like bars. It's like almost like a lost art. It's definitely a lost art.
You ain't lying either when it come to them bars. Either you got it or you don't. It's a couple artists I know though. They really trick me. They like, I guess you would call them mainstream now, but I fell in love with some catchy songs. Then I heard something else like, man, this boy really got some bars. Like,
yeah, and what I don't like sometimes is like when some people show me an artist and they be like, man, he a dope rapper, man, he a cold rapper, and they play it for me. Now, mind you gotta understand the area where I come from, man, and like what I grew up on, and when guys be like, man, he's a dope rapper or whatever the case may be, and the bars ain't there, bro, like my face be still, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a lot there for a lot of rappers, for a lot of artists. And it's almost like, where is the when we had Lauryn Hill and stuff like that, but it's also, I mean, the environment,
The environment, the time.
Who's also putting in the advice into these people? You know what
Nobody.
I'm saying? Especially when these people are feeding these other people, the people that's giving the advice.
The elders ain't elders no more. I'm an elder now.
Yeah.
When I was coming up, my elders was like anywhere from 50 to 70.
Yeah. Same.
So things, the whole perspective. I'm understanding now too that I got a responsibility to start passing it on. But I'm like, man, this is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy. Man, I got two more. I got two more real questions. Then I got three randoms. I just want to know,
Okay.
like your quick. But so the first of the final two before the bonus three.
Okay.
What do you think sets you apart from other creatives?
I don't want to say. I wouldn't say as far as like set me apart. I mean, the only thing that would really be, the key answer would be my influences, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, that's what kind of gives you your unique, perspective and style as far as like your output.
Facts.
Because, well, creatively or, dream driven wise, like, we're all kind of gunning for the same thing, but as far as what sets us apart is like I say, key answers is influences and your approach. That's really, I guess that's it.
Facts. Take notes, kids.
My influences as far as like just as a whole creative and the guys like that do multifaceted, things. Rest in peace, Virgil. Just his run of things that he did. You know what I'm saying? Like this man he wore many hats. I got to see his whole entire run. From Ben Trill to Pyrex Vision to him making Off-White and making it what it was.
Man, it's crazy, man. Bro connected the dots for me. I had been following those brands all the while, not even knowing.
Yeah,
it was Virgil the whole time.
Virgil the whole entire time. And just even like when his friends were starting out with their brands and stuff, like he would legit like helping them. Mm-hmm. Like he was like, yo, like it's almost like those guys, like the crew that South Park made a joke of on that fucking Paris photo.
Yeah.
Little did we know those guys legit took over fashion and are killing it today.
Yeah, still to this day, they didn't change the whole skate things.
Like, bruh, it's funny how things like turn.
South Park had a Simpsons moment on that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, them boys is forever.
Like, they legit made fun of a photo. But little did we know those guys were going to be the curators. Not the creators, but the curators for style. For how people are dressing.
Currently.
How people are, like, approaching. How people are taking photos.
How people is decorating their houses. Like, it went... That's where it stuck out for me. Because with my art, bro, I don't want to just draw and paint. I want to have some, like, home decor, like, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
These boys got it all from home decor to cars.
Yes.
Like, and really, that's how where I want to
like,
take it.
Just Virgil's run. Even his collaboration, what he did with IKEA. his shoot that he did with our kid, I thought
crazy.
was amazing.
That was crazy.
I thought it was amazing. Rim Koolhaus is another one. He's an architect. He did some amazing work as far as like building wise, home dimension wise. Houses are crazy. Like some guys feel like, as far as like having space in your home, they think minimalism is everything. The less, the more, you know. Just even his approach as far as like his photography was amazing. I mean, even I think I would say, Ralph Simmons. Just creatively, like just the fact like he was able to dominate fashion in the sense of having Prada top like brand, like top, like you can't even touch them, man. And having Ralph Simmons as a top like streetwear brand, that's amazing.
Simultaneously.
That's amazing. And I gotta say yay, man. I gotta say yay. Yay and Pharrell. Like they just go hand in hand for me. Like I can't say one without mentioning the other. You know, Ye and Pharrell.
Facts.
Creatively. Just their whole theology. Their whole theology. For real. Just like their whole outlook on life and like just the codes they gave us, man. The things they were saying in songs, man.
Yeah, that boy, yeah, for sure, changed the whole scape. Like you said, you really can't say one without the other.
Yeah, game for real, bro.
For real.
Yeah, for real.
They really shaped the whole wave.
I mean, I'll throw one more in there. Damien Hirst. I feel like I cannot not bring him up too. Especially in my college years, like I really got to deep dive into his art. His art is very captivating. It's very, very captivating. I have a piece at my house. It's this butterfly over like a pink wall, a blue butterfly over a pink wall, and it's just the contrast, the
contrast in colors.
The contrast in the colors and the way it's almost almost like the way to describe him. He would be like a pop artist, but he's not pop though. Like as far as like commercial, it's just like his style is very pop. Like it's like
it pop out.
Yeah, it
versus
pops.
Being pop. Big difference, folks.
Yeah, big difference. I mean, he is. I would say like he is commercial, but he's not commercial.
He lightly commercial.
Yeah, he's lightly commercial. Very, very light.
Okay.
Worst art piece I gotta say it though was Drake's cover, man. That was horrible.
Which cover was it he did?
Certified Lover Boy.
Oh.
The pregnant women.
Yeah.
The emojis. I hated that.
I thought like I never knew who did it. I can't lie. I thought like he tapped like a high schooler or something.
When I seen that and I seen his name, I said, "What? Why would you do that?" I get it.
Because Drake paid him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to be remembered for?
guess it's being a God-fearing, loving, caring, fashionable guy, I guess.
All around, just a good human,
Yeah. Because I love life, I love people. I love to help people. I love to be involved. I care, I absolutely care about everything. Even though I may say and try to convince myself not to care, but I care about everything. Just what my grandparents taught me about life, and whatever that may stand for. In the end, I think I can just, I guess, be happy about it. In the end, and just be like, man, long as people, I guess, appreciate it, I can say I did it.
That's real. It definitely feel different when it's appreciated, and you know what I mean. You start seeing the results, and it be reciprocated. So I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, I mean they don't have to tell me anything, but long as it can I guess influence or push the envelope, and keep it pushing and keep it rolling down. I guess to say whoever the next Kellz Laurent, may be, or if it ends here, it may not be my kid, or it could be my nephew, or it could be, a small cousin of mine, or it could be a great grandson, or it could be somebody that's not even a part of my family. You know what I'm saying? That could be the next,
You spark it in them.
Yeah, definitely spark it. Just I just want people to just understand. You know what I'm saying? Just understand. Just really life is all about understanding.
Facts.
And so I feel and my definition of myself would probably just be that I'm an understanding person. So whoever the next understanding person may be,
with the sauce,
with the sauce,
be inspired,
and just be on dope shit, man.
That being said, these 3 flash questions is finna test your dopeness.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you the name of a couple products and just see what you would pick. The first one, I got my mind. Throwback jersey, Mitchell & Ness. Isaiah Thomas, Bad Boys. Gary Payton, the glove.
Oh, just those two?
Yeah, between those 2.
That's hard.
And that was just a quick. Because you gotta pick.
That's hard.
You gotta pick. Early 90s Gary Payton Sonics jersey. Late 80s Detroit Pistons Isaiah Thomas. You gotta pick one.
I'm gonna go Isaiah Thomas.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
Bad Boys.
Next question. Let's say you go into my area, the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Is you gonna get a custom, not a custom, but a rare or hard to get North Face, or is you gonna get some kind of fur? You gotta pick.
Oh man, that's.
These off the dome too.
Can
and
I
ain't a
both?
rapper. If you put, and that's.
I mean, cause I don't know, because I don't want Peter coming after me, man. But I would say both. But I don't want nobody slaughtering animals to make me a coat. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that's morally wrong.
That was the morally right answer. Hey, you see Peter, they was running up on people. They ain't throw no paint on Gucci though.
Hey,
Throw no pay on
cause
goo
you know why.
You know why.
You know why. It's goo out.
Bird.
Hey, you threw a bitch out of car.
Pen and pen.
You don't break that name.
Alright, I was gonna switch it to a music piece, but these fashion
I'm about
pieces
to
is
say, 'cause
interesting.
if you switch it to music piece, man, I swear to God, we'll be sitting here talking all day.
Man, these flash questions I can tell is giving my man anxiety. Just like,
I swear, like,
okay, so this last one,
we talk music all day. Chords, everything. What's up?
OG Air Jordan 3,
I swear to God, I'm gonna answer this shit fast. I know it.
OG Air Jordan 3,
You better not
or
do it. You better not do it.
OG Air Jordan 3,
I swear to God, you better not do
or early 2000s OG Dunk.
it. Oh, it's easy. Threes.
Okay.
I'm done, man.
That boy said easy. See,
I mean,
that would have been a nail biter for me.
because I remember the dunk wave, early 2000, and you know, it's some joints, you know what I'm saying? But threes, bro, threes is like, that's why I said, bro. That's why I said, don't do it, man. That's why I told you, don't do it. That's why I told you, don't do it. But yeah, definitely threes, bro. Definitely going threes.
And you could,
Classic
This-
stuff, classic colors.
this off topic, but you could definitely rock the threes with Isaiah Thomas. But y'all, it's been the groove.
Been good, man.
This been your boys, Kellz Laurent. I am DJ DC. This is South Central. We are at Curious Collections.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Catch y'all next time.